Hey everyone, what is up and welcome back to the channel. My name is Heather, or the Sassy Cinderella, and today I have a nail video for you, and boy do my nails need some love today, so I could not be more excited that this is happening right now. So we are going to be testing out a new brand to me, which is called Nail Reserve LA. They were formerly Nail Addict, and now they have rebranded to Nail Reserve LA. They are a cruelty-free, vegan, 9-free brand, so we love a clean brand. Very excited about it. And also, I've really been wanting to get better about doing my nails at home, saving a little bit on costs there, and sort of playing around with even maybe doing some fancier things. I can be a pretty simple person at times, but today we're going to go full nail and try some cool techniques, the whole shebang. If you are new to my channel, I do a lot of lifestyle and beauty content, fashion, and fun here on this channel, and I do a lot of product reviews as well. So definitely consider hitting that subscribe button and turning the notification bells on so that you are notified when I upload new content. There is a lot of fun stuff coming, so it's a great time to subscribe. Now, Nail Reserve LA reached out to me for this collab and did send me these products to give you guys an honest review of, and of course to have some fun with here on this channel. So huge thank you to Nail Reserve LA for thinking of me. I'm very, very excited to try this out. They did also give me a discount code for you guys, which is Sassy Cinderella, for 50% off of a minimum of 2 gel nail polishes, which is what we're going to be trying today. So I will leave a link for them and that information down in the description box for you. Let's get right into this package. So first of all, they sent me a cute little box filled with all of the gel goodness. Now they did choose these colors for me, but I love them because I do tend to go softer, more neutral, kind of in that I mean, if you guys have watched any of my fitness videos, you know I like those kind of muted colors. I don't know how to explain it, but all of these colors fit into something that I would definitely wear, so I was very excited about it. So you guys will notice here on this packaging, this is the OG original packaging for Nail Addict, and it now has been rebranded to Nail Reserve LA, so yours will be a little bit different than mine here, but I love a clean packaging. I love that the color up at the top is visible, so we are a fan. This is kind of a nice little mocha color, which I go to very often when I get my nails done. So I just want to give you guys a quick rundown of the colors we have to play with in here today. So the one I just showed you is called Sea Swing and Sun. It is this kind of mocha coffee color. I'm not 100% sure if the names are the same now or if those have changed, but I will leave links to the website and everything so you guys can go check it out. I know they have a ton of colors, and I saw glitter the other day, and just it all looks awesome. The next color here is kind of a deep purpley mauve, and it's called Never Say Never. Then we have sort of a brighter purple called Best of Summer. Then we have this really beautiful kind of somewhere between a coffee and a pink color called Pink Panther. And then we have a classic white here, which sometimes I will do just a straight white nail. I really like that look too, and this is called White Addict. Okay, so the last 3 bottles in here all have a black label, and they are not black polish. They are different sorts of fun things. So one is a topper, and the other 2 are called the remover and the peel off, and they are both, I believe, agents to remove the polish when you are ready. So that's really, really cool. Hopefully that will make for an easy removal. Now, today I wanted to really have some fun with this because I really, like I said, I want to get better at doing this at home and not being afraid to try some fancier things. My nails right now, I'm not gonna lie to you, are a little bit brittle. I normally have a very strong, long nail, but they are cut as short as they can be cut right now. So I had been through a couple rounds of the dip polish for the first time ever, and I actually feel like my nails feel a little brittle after that. So because of that, today I thought, let's just try to go full out and make the most of these beautiful polishes. So I'm actually gonna use some nails that we're going to cure to my nail and actually try to do some nail art and just see what we can do. I am not making any promises that this is going to look professional in any way, shape, or form, but we're going to do our absolute best and do the most here and just try to do something really fun and really maximize these beautiful colors. So Nail Reserve also does have available on their website drying lamps, LED lamps, and they were so nice to send me this. Thank you so much for sending me this because this is gonna make it so much easier. They had a mini, and I believe they had a full-size version as well, and they sent me this mini, which is so perfect for me because I travel a lot, and being able to throw this in a bag and take my polish with me, perfect. Now I do wanna let you guys know, I made a full trip to my Sally's Beauty because I was like, let's do the nail art. Let's do all the things. We got jewels, we've got brushes. I went a little crazy. We're just gonna try all the things. We're gonna have fun. So let's go play with some nail polish. Okay, you guys, so how crazy is your girl? Look at this. So we have all this stuff. We have bling, we have tape, we have the coffin style press on. This is what we're gonna use. All these different brushes to play with. We've got the remover, we've got the little, I don't know why I needed this little cup, but just to make life easier, right? We've got the clippers, we've got cuticle clippers, we have our practice hand. So yes, let's get to work. Okay, so I went ahead and got some of the boring stuff out of the way. I went ahead and I took this coffin nail set and I took out the ones, sized them to my fingers individually. I went through each hand individually, and then I went ahead and I took my clipping tool here and cut them down. I might have cut them a little shorter than I should have to shape them, but I think what I'm actually gonna do here is shape them out a little bit. And I can't decide if I'm gonna start with them on my hand and then shape them, or shape them and then try to put them on my hand, but my nails are just not in the shape they're normally in right now, so I think just using these on the whole is going to be best. This also came with my brushes, and I'm really liking this bilateral flower design in the bottom left-hand corner here, so I think we're gonna try something like that. I'm thinking like a white nail with one of the brighter shades of purple, maybe the darker and then the brighter, to just sort of almost have it like an ombre flower, and then maybe we'll do some jewels as the center, something like that. Yeah, we're gonna play around. Okay, so I know we've got some lights, camera action going on here, but I want to show you guys what's going on. So I think what I'm going to attempt, obviously I'm gonna have to shape these off of my nails, at least for a lot of them. It's just a clear nail and it's very squared off because it was the coffin style and I cut it down so much I've kind of lost that coffin quality to it. It's more just like a square nail right now. So I am gonna get out a little nail buff and nail file, nail buff, and try to shape it a little bit. If it's closer to a square, that's fine with me. I do square sometimes too, so that's totally fine. But this particular kit, to have that coffin aesthetic, you probably want to keep it pretty long because really to get that taper on this particular set that I picked up here, you couldn't really cut it down that much. So, okay, so I went ahead and filed down. They are going to be more like a square with a slight rounded edge than a coffin nail. If you've never used these before, these full coverage ultra clear nails, they filed down really well, so that worked out great. So we are going to test this polish now. I think I'm gonna go with this White Addict on the whole nail, and then this brighter Best of Summer for the large part of the flower, and then this Never Say Never. And actually maybe this should be the outer part, and then the Best of Summer will be the inside part, and then maybe we'll try to put some little jewels on for the center of the nail because that would be really fun. I love these coffee tones too. Like these tones I would definitely wear regularly, but I think for the flower it's gonna be better to go with the purples. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see this. Here is, ooh, I'm not used to this overhead view. Here's my hand. I have everything glued on. It probably doesn't look super fancy right now, but I do have my nail lamp here. I'm gonna turn it on and just kind of cure these to my nail for about a minute here. Okay, so everything is now cured to my hand. It probably doesn't look very fancy or anything. I'm not a professional, but that is that. I did want to address this peel off, which is one that I thought was a nail polish remover aid. Actually, it is a base coat as well. So essentially what this does is you put this down before putting your polish on, and then when you're ready to, you can just peel the polish off of your nail. So that's really pretty cool. So even though on a nail like this that may not be necessary, let's go ahead and try this out. So we're gonna go ahead and put the peel off on, cure it, and then start our polishing process. So first impression here, the brush is very, very nice. Everything's coming out extremely smoothly. Dripped a little bit on my hand here, but I'm just going to tap off a fair amount of this here and just very lightly coat this nail. It's brushing on really, really well. I've definitely had some polishes in the past that did not go on as smoothly as this seems to be. I'm gonna kind of try to just touch on the tip end here as well. All right, so I'm just gonna do everything on this one hand to start, just to get a feel for everything. That went on amazingly well. I'm actually really impressed with how smooth that application process was. The brush didn't seem to have any major like clumping in any areas or anything like that. And something else I had read about online is that when you're doing your nails at home, to really kind of start at the tip of the nail and work your way back so you don't end up with globbing and that heaviness towards the cuticle. Okay, so now I have the peel off on this hand. I'm just going to start with this hand alone, and I'm gonna go ahead and cure it. All right, so we have the peel off on and ready to go, and now we are going to do our all over white addict and see what we can do with some nail art here. Again, not being an expert, this polish feels so smooth. It's just got a very buttery feel coming out. It doesn't seem clumpy in any way. It's really lovely. I'm not noticing any sort of bubbling or anything either in the polish. So far, this is really nice. All right, coat one done, time to cure again. All right, so I did a second coat on my nails. I had a little boo-boo on my thumb, but that is okay. We are gonna be adding art, so I think it will be fine. I did decide to go back to my original plan of best of summer for the outer layer of the flower with the darker on the inside, the never say never. I'm gonna be using this little sort of three-pronged brush here to do the art. Hopefully, we'll see how this turns out. And I'm gonna try to not get too much polish on the brush here. Keep in mind, I've never done this before. I am a newbie to this. It looks to me like they wouldn't have used much in a stroke here. And do the outside here. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so I don't know how much it looks like a flower, but it's not ugly. So let's try on another nail here. Guys, I think I'm getting worse at this. This is not looking the way this looks to me on here. Okay, so I'm not loving this. I'm not an expert in this. I'm just playing around here, but I'm thinking that maybe once we go back in and we add the darker, that it will be better. And I think I'm gonna switch to the two-prong for that and try to add some, just some different strokes in there to make it more flower-like. We're gonna cure it and try to clean it up with the darker color. Okay, so I now have the two-prong brush from my kit here. We're having fun, even though we're not perfect. I want to get good at my nails, so I'm still happy to be doing this, and I will still try to get better. So we're gonna grab a little bit here and see if we can start cleaning up this design. Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but I like it much better with this two-prong brush. I think it looks much more floral now. So hopefully this is gonna continue to clean this up to where I like it even more. Okay, so again, not a nail artist here, but now that I've added the dark, I quite like how that's looking. I think it looks much better. I think it will help possibly too to add a couple of dots as well as maybe some jewels. So let's cure it again and play around with that a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this little dotting tool here and try to add centers to these flowers now. Okay, so while these nails definitely look a little more abstract, like some abstract art, I don't mind how it's looking overall. I think I could definitely get better at this, and that is my intention here. That's why I bought all these pieces to play with. So now I've got some gemstones. I'm just gonna play around with maybe trying to put a center stone on each of these flowers. All right, so it is day 2. I actually had my battery die as I was finishing up my nails, and they are done now. So we're gonna talk about them, talk about the polish and everything. So I actually ended up doing the right hand a little bit different than the left. I ended up using the two-prong brush instead of the 3, which I think worked out actually quite a bit better. So let me give you a close-up. So here are my finished nails on my right hand. I think they turned out really lovely. The flower, I think, looks more like a flower on this hand than the left hand. So in the future, if I want to try this technique again, I'll definitely be using the two-prong brush. And I do have these little gemstones I put on, and I think they look really good. I mean, as I have said before, I am no professional. I I'm somebody who's learning and I would love to get really, really good at this at home. So as for the polish, I'm very impressed with it. I actually painted my toenails last night as well, and it went on beautifully. I didn't have any kind of issues with, I think the term is like heat spots or heat flares when you go to cure. I know sometimes with certain polishes and you stick your hand like under the LED lamp that you can kind of have little heat spikes that happen. I didn't have any of that happening at all. And the polish is so much smoother than other polishes I've tried to use at home. So I'm a huge fan of the polish. I can't wait to keep playing around with this because I really like how it turned out. I will have to get better at kind of cleaning up my edges. That is something, again, I'm working on, but you can see the other hand here. I just think the flower design is a little less clear than on this hand. I think the petal strokes are more obvious, and some of that too might have to do with the size of the nail that you're applying because you have more surface area to work with. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. I love the colors that they sent me. They're really great. I tried sort of the taupey pinky brown on my feet. The name is escaping me right now. It's right back there, but I love that shade. So I'm a big fan, and I did 2 coats of the white on this hand, 3 coats on the right. I do prefer the 3 coats, but it got pretty full coverage even with 2, and white is a hard color, so I'm very, very happy with the coverage of this polish as well. Now, I will say that the mini LED lamp did take several runs under to actually cure. I think probably because it's a mini version, the LEDs just aren't as strong, there aren't as many under it. So just keep that in mind when you are deciding which type of lamp you want. I think you're gonna have a quicker cure with a bigger, more traditional LED lamp. But obviously if you're someone like me that travels, having the mini is a really nice option. I did also use the top coat, and I think it's because of putting it on this nail. It didn't want to dry real well. Everything else dried fine, but I think it was probably just working with this type of clear press-on that I haven't done before when painting. So yeah, I'm a big fan of this. I'm definitely going to continue practicing and trying to get really good at doing this at home. So thank you so much to Nail Reserve LA for reaching out. This was so much fun to do, and I'm a big fan of the polish, so I'm personally going to continue to use it. I would highly recommend it, and so you can use that discount code of Sassy Cinderella for 50% off of a minimum of 2 gel polishes, so go check them out. They have so many more colors and styles than what I'm showing you today, so go check out the glitter polish and the spring colors, the summer colors, all the good stuff. Go check it out on their website, which will be left in the description box below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really helps the channel out, helps the channel grow, and lets me know that you enjoy this content. I will continue to do more like it. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this video and have a great rest of your day. Bye.